students, we are in the physical education class. Welcome to the physical education video lectures. Today we will discuss the first topic of chapter yoga, that is obesity, procedure, benefits and contraindications for the Vajrasana, Hastottanasana, Trikonasana and Ardha Machandrasana. Before going to the detail of the asanas, first of all, just have our concept clear about what is obesity. Obesity is defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that may impair health. Obesity is a medical condition when the body of a person contains 20% or more fat as compared to the ideal weight. BMI, that is body mass index, is equal to weight in kgs divided by height in square meters. And finding out the ratio, if the BMI is less than 18.5, if the ratio is less than 18.5, the person is in the underweight category. And if the BMI is between 18.5 to 24.9, the person is considered as in a normal weight category. And if the BMI is in 25 to 29.9, the person is considered as in the overweight category. And if the BMI is above 30 or higher, the person is in the obesity category. So, as we have discussed the obesity meaning, obesity जिसको हम देसी भाषा में मोटापा बोलते हैं, तो मोटापा क्या है? अगर हमारे शरीर में फैट की क्वांटिटी 20% से ज़्यादा है, जो हमारा आइडियल वेट है, जितनी हमारे शरीर में फैट होना चाहिए, अगर उससे 20% ज़्यादा है तो हम ओबेसिटी कैटेगरी में आते हैं। उसके बाद मैंने आपको बता दिया कि हु की जो डेफिनेशन है बीएमआई की, कि अगर आपका बीएमआई 18.5 से नीचे है तो आप लो वेट कैटेगरी में हो, और अगर आपका वेट 18.5 से 24.9 यानी कि नियर अबाउट 25 है तो आप नॉर्मल वेट कैटेगरी में आते हो। और अगर आपका वेट नॉर्मल कैटेगरी में ना होने की वजह क्या हो सकती है, अगर ये 25 टू 29.9 तो आप ओवरवेट हो, मोटे नहीं हो, ओवरवेट हो। लेकिन अगर आपका बीएमआई स्कोर जो है 30 से ऊपर है तो आप किस कैटेगरी में आते हो? ओबेसिटी कैटेगरी में। अब ओबेसिटी के कारण क्या होते हैं? व्हाट आर द काजेस ऑफ ओबेसिटी? The fundamental cause of the obesity and overweight is an energy imbalance between calories consumed and calories used. यानी कि फंडामेंटल काज जो है, हम कितनी कैलोरीज अंदर लेते हैं, हम खारिज कितना करते हैं, यानी कि पेट में कितना खाना डालते हैं और उसको कितनी एनर्जी उसकी यूज़ करते हैं। Changes in eating and physical activity patterns are often the result of environmental and societal changes which are associated with development of obesity. आपकी किसी भी तरह की खाने की या फिजिकल एक्टिविटी के पैटर्न में अगर चेंज आता है, उससे आप मोटे हो सकते हो। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, आपके स्क्रीन में ये बंदा बैठा हुआ है जो बर्गर पे बर्गर खाया जा रहा है, उसके साथ ही कोक पे कोक पिए जा रहा है, पिज़्ज़ा भी खा रहा है और बैठा हुआ है सोफे में, यानी कि वो एक्टिविटी नहीं कर रहा है और जंक फूड खा रहा है, तो उससे वो ओबेसिटी पैदा हो सकती है। उसके बाद वी विल कम टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज़ रिस्क फैक्टर्स ऑफ ओबेसिटी। अब आप मोटे हो गए हो, सपोज करो आप में से कोई मोटा है जिसका बीएमआई कैटेगरी ऊपर है, जितना बीएमआई ऊपर होगा उतना रिस्क फैक्टर ज़्यादा है। डिजीज़ क्या हो सकती है? हार्ट डिजीज़ हो सकती है, डायबिटीज़ हो सकती है, आर्थराइटिस, ऑस्टियो आर्थराइटिस हो सकता है, यानी कि घुटनों में जो है पेन, क्योंकि वज़न ज़्यादा है, बॉडी वेट नहीं उठा सकती है। डिजीज़ का रिस्क बढ़ जाता है इंक्रीज बीएमआई से। और चाइल्डहुड ओबेसिटी जो है वो एसोसिएटेड है हायर चांसेस ऑफ ओबेसिटी इन इंडिविजुअल्स, उससे प्रीमेच्योर डेथ हो सकती है, डिसेबिलिटी इन एडल्टहुड हो सकती है। ओबीस चिल्ड्रन एक्सपीरियंस ब्रीथिंग डिफिकल्टीज, उनको सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो सकती है। हमने पिक लगाई हुई है आपके स्क्रीन पे, उसमें सब दिख रहा है, ठीक है। एक तो स्लीप बहुत ज़्यादा आएगी, कैंसर हो सकता है, लिवर फैट हो सकता है, ऑस्टियोआर्थराइटिस यानी कि मैंने बोला घुटनों में चोट हो सकती है, आपके डायबिटीज़ हो सकती है, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर हो सकता है, हाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल हो सकता है, हार्ट डिजीज़ हो सकती है, हाइपरटेंशन, और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट फ्रैक्चर होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा हो सकते हैं. Various yogic asanas which can be performed to reduce the obesity and achieve a healthy body weight. The major asanas to control obesity are Vajrasana, Hastotnasana, Trikonasana and Ardha Chandrasana. तो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक में हम क्या पढ़ेंगे, हम ये 4 आसन जो मैंने बताया है, द 4 आसन्स आई हैव नेम्ड, वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट देयर प्रोसीजर, देयर बेनिफिट्स एंड कंट्रा इंडिकेशंस. कंट्रा इंडिकेशन इज मीन्स कौन से लोगों को नहीं करना चाहिए. So now we will discuss about the various asanas which are helpful in preventing and reducing obesity. The first asana which is helpful to prevent and reduce obesity is Vajrasana. This is a meditative posture. It is the only asana which can be practiced immediately after eating your food or eating your meals. How to perform it? Now let us discuss about the procedure. To perform the Vajrasana, we need to follow the following steps. First of all, sit with legs extended together, which we call as long sitting position. Fold the left leg at the knee and place the foot under your left buttock. Similarly, fold the right leg and place the foot under the right buttock. Position the buttocks in the space between the heels. Keep the hands on respective knees. Keep the spine erect, gaze in front, or close the eyes for 15 to 20 seconds. Return to the original position, that is, initial position. For better understanding, follow the video of the Vajrasana after this procedure.
Vajrasan. Start in long sitting posture. Now sit with the back straight with the legs stretched out in the front. Keep the hands beside the hips and palms resting on the floor. Fold the right leg at the knee and place the foot under the right buttock. Similarly, place left foot under the left buttock. Place both the feet in such a way so that the big toes touch each other. Keep hands on respective knees, back straight, and close the eyes. Maintain the final position for 3 to 10 breaths.
As you have gone through the practical procedure of the Vajrasana, let us talk about the benefits of this asana. First benefit is that it is a meditative posture and it helps in concentration. Then number second, it improves our digestive system. And number third, this strengthens the muscles of thighs and calf. And as we have already discussed that it is helpful in preventing obesity. Now we will discuss about the contraindications. Contraindications का मतलब होता है कि कौन से लोगों को ये अवॉइड करना चाहिए, विच पीपल शुड अवॉइड दिस आसना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दो सफरिंग फ्रॉम क्रोनिक नी पेन शुड नॉट प्रैक्टिस वज्रासन. जिनके भी नीज में पेन है उन्होंने वज्रासन नहीं करना. एंड इट शुड बी अवॉइडेड इफ देयर इज एनी रिसेंट इंजुरी इन द नी और लेग. अगर किसी की रिसेंट इंजुरी है नी और लेग में, उनको भी नहीं करना चाहिए. फॉर द ऑल मैटर आई विल टेल यू टू contraindications. Number one, any individual who has got an injury should not practice it. Number second, all the pregnant women who are having complications during the pregnancy, they should not perform it. That is it. Now coming to the second asana which is helpful in preventing obesity, that is Hastotna asana. In this posture, the arms are stretched upwards, so that is why it is called Hastotnasana. First, we will discuss about the procedure. Stand erect on the ground with both feet together. Inhale slowly and raise both arms over the head. With palms facing up, interlock fingers. Exhale and bend from the waist towards the right side. Maintain this position comfortably for 5 to 10 seconds. Come back to initial position, that is your normal standing position, and repeat the same procedure on the other side. After this procedure, you are having a pic of this asana in this procedure as well. But let us check the practical procedure through the video to understand this asana in a better manner.
Urdhva Hastottanasana. Precautions. In case of neck and shoulder injury, avoid this practice. Let us know how to perform this asana. Stand straight with feet 2 inches apart. Inhale and raise both of your hands at shoulder level. Interlock the fingers and turn the wrist outwards. Inhale and slowly raise the hands upward. While exhaling, bend to your left. Inhale and come back to normal position. Exhale and bend to your right. Inhale and come to normal position. Bring down the hands.
As we have seen now the practical procedure how Hastotna Asana is to be performed. Now let us discuss about its benefits and contraindications. First benefit is it relaxes the whole body. Number second, it relieves the muscle pain in the neck, shoulders and arms. It helps in increasing the height of growing children. It increases the flexibility of the spine as well as helps in preventing obesity. Now talking about the contraindications. During hernia, abdominal inflammation, this asana should be avoided. In case of any neck or shoulder injuries, this asana should be avoided. And as I have already told you that some of the asanas should not be performed by the pregnant women who are having complications with the pregnancy. Here we come to the end of the contraindications of the Hastotna Asana. Now coming to the third asana, that is Trikonasana, which is also known as triangle pose, which is also helpful in preventing and treating obesity. Discussing about the procedure how to perform Trikonasana. The steps to be performed are, first of all, stand erect, keep your legs together and hands by the side of the thighs. Now open your legs 1 to 2 feet apart. Stretch the arms sideways and raise them to the shoulder level. Your arms should be parallel to the floor in one straight line. Bend the left side from the waist towards the floor. Place the left hand on the left foot. Stretch the right arm up. Here the two arms will be at an angle of 180 degree. Maintain this position with normal breathing comfortably for 5 to 10 seconds. Come back to the initial position and repeat the same procedure on the other side. Now after this procedure, follow the practical videographic procedure of the Trikonasana.
Trikonasana. Spread out the feet 3 feet apart. Inhale. Raise both the arms from the side up to the shoulder level and palms facing outwards. Turn the right foot towards right side. Exhale. Bend to the right side and place the right hand just behind the right foot. Turn your head and gaze at the tip of the left middle finger. Maintain the final position for 3 to 10 breaths. Inhale, come up and bring the right foot back. Repeat on the other side.
As you have gone through the practical procedure in the video, now we will discuss about the benefits of this yogic asana. It helps in stretching of the muscles of the trunk, legs and hips. It helps in the improving of the flexibility of the spine. It helps to increase the height of growing children. It also helps in relieving the pain in the neck and back. And as we already know that it is helpful in preventing and treating obesity, especially on the waistline. The contraindications, as I already told you, avoid performing this asana in case of migraine, diarrhea, and severe backache. And as already told that pregnant women should avoid this asana if they are having complications in the pregnancy. So they should avoid it. Here we come to end of the contraindications of this asana. Now coming to the fourth asana, that is Ardha Matsyendrasana asana, we will discuss about the procedure of this asana. The following steps should be performed. Sit on the ground and extend the legs in front. Bend the left leg and place left foot close to the right buttock. And the left knee should touch the ground. Bend the right leg and place right foot on the ground near outside of the left knee. Toes of the right foot should face forward. Place left arm over right knee in such a way that it covers outside of the right knee. Hold the right foot or ankle with left hand. The right knee should be close to the left armpit. Place the right arm behind the waist as much as possible. Turn the head towards the right side and try to look behind over the shoulder. Stay in this position for 5 to 10 seconds. Come back to initial position and repeat the same procedure on the other side. Now, after listening to the procedure of this asana, just have a look on the practical video of this asana, and after watching the practical procedure of this asana, we will discuss about the benefits and contraindications.
In this video, you will learn the half lord of the fish's pose, also known as Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit down on the ground with your back straight and both legs extended in front of you. Fold your left knee and place the sole of your left foot on the ground outside of your right knee. Fold your right knee and tuck your right heel beside your left thigh. Rest your left hand on the floor behind your spine, straightening the arms as you do so. Inhale and then exhale as you twist your torso to the left and hug your left knee. If you can, place your right elbow outside of your left knee. Fold the right elbow by 90 degrees so your fingers are pointing up. You can stretch further by holding your right angle with your right hand to lock yourself into position. Turn your face to look over your left shoulder and stretch as much as you can without straining yourself. Breathe deeply as you stay in this final position for 20 to 30 seconds or as long as you can. Exhale as you slowly straighten your torso and release your arms to the sides. Repeat the same on the other side for the same amount of time. This pose enhances blood circulation, increases flexibility, and strengthens the spine and the shoulders. It also tones the liver, spleen, and pancreas and helps relieve constipation. The prostate and bladder are not enlarged if the pose is practiced regularly. You have now learned Ardha Matsyendrasana, the half-lord of the fish's pose.
The benefits of Ardha Matsyendrasana are: It stimulates liver, spleen, and pancreas and helps to regulate their functioning. It is beneficial for intestines also. It is beneficial for the free movement of the shoulders. It is helpful for persons suffering from diabetes mellitus and lower back pain. It strengthens the spinal column and muscles of the back. The contraindications, that means which people should avoid this asana. Persons suffering from peptic ulcer, hernia, and severe arthritis should not perform this asana. Persons with sciatica or slip disc should be cautious and seek expert advice. As already told that the pregnant woman with any sort of complication should avoid to perform this asana. Here we come to end of this topic, that is obesity and procedure benefits and contradictions for Vajrasana, Hastotnasana, Trikonasana and Ardha Machandrasana. Thank you and have a nice day.